you need to stop blaming yourself for where you are in life right now. Not only is it not fair, it's simply not good for you. And you deserve so much better than that. Don Miguel Ruiz in the Four Agreements tells us that humans are the only animal on the planet that pays 1,000 times for the same mistake. A lion makes a mistake once, learns from it, moves on. Us, we make a mistake, we remember it, we replay it in our mind over and over again, and then we judge ourselves for it. We find ourselves guilty and we punish ourselves over and over and over again because there's no double jeopardy in the inner court. Here's the thing: when we blame ourselves over and over again like that, we are literally rewiring our brain to identify with our shortcomings. Neuroscience shows us that when you replay a negative thought in your mind, you are strengthening a neural pathway that is physically manifesting in your brain. Your brain learns, this is who I am. This regret is not just an emotional thing. This is biological self-sabotage. As Dr. Joe Dispenza says, neurons that fire together wire together. And the more that you replay this regret in your mind, the more of a reality it becomes. Eckhart Tolle in The Power of Now asks, are you in imminent danger right now in this exact moment? Because if you are not, then what you are feeling is simply not real. It is only real to the extent that you allow it to be in your own mind. A few years ago, I made a really big mistake. And it wasn't a one time thing kind of mistake. It was quite a few months of me making poor decisions and not thinking about the consequences that it had on others, and certainly not thinking about the consequences that it would have on my future self. And one day, it just all caught up to me, and I was devastated. Initially, I started to spiral, and it didn't look like things were going to get any better for me. Eventually, I ended up at the doctor, and I actually went to several doctors because I was trying to figure out exactly what was going on. It was not clear. And at the third doctor that I went to, we got done running an EKG, and I finally was just like, I had had enough. And I said, Doctor, what is wrong with me? I can't walk away from another doctor's appointment without an answer. And she looked me in the eyes and she said to me, Keith, the only thing that is wrong with you is that your heart is broken. In that exact moment, I made a decision. I realized that what I was going through was not going to be the worst thing that I was going to go through in my life. And because of that, I knew that the way that I reacted to that was going to determine how things were going to go when the worst things actually happened. I realized that the way that I responded to this was going to determine whether or not I was going to make it to the next big issue or not. So I had to decide whether I was going to stay broken or if I was going to work on myself, if I was going to self destruct or self construct and build a life that I wanted for myself. I had to decide that instead of leaning into the regret and the self blame, that I was going to have to go ahead and lean into the only thing that I was responsible for, my reaction to the situation. I started to develop habits that led to that self construction. I took complete control over my life. You can ask my friends about it. I took control of my physical, I took control of my mental, my relationships, my spiritual. When I was younger, my father always reminded me. He said there are two categories. There are the things that you can control, and there are the things that you cannot. And if you can't control it, then it's none of your business anymore. He also told me when I was young about Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1, and how there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. Maybe the season of regret served its purpose in your life the way that it did in mine. But now it's time for healing. I want to walk you through something that helped to change my life from one of my favorite books. It's called What You Think of Me Is None of My Business by Cole-Whitaker. I highly recommend it. If you have a pen and a piece of paper, grab it real quick. Pause the video if you need to. Come back. I want you to go through this exercise with me fully, full-heartedly. Step one. First, I want you to objectively observe the situation that's on your mind. Just look at it for what it is. No filter. Step two. I want you to accept the feelings that you do have about that situation. Just feel it. Step three, I want you to give up blame. Don't blame your parents. Your parents have only been able to act off of what they learned from their parents, and that chain continues. Don't blame your brother or your sister or your friend. And most importantly, do not blame yourself. You are no longer the person that made the mistake that you're so upset about. That person does not exist. You are only here now. When you finally let go of that blame, you are creating a neurological space for change. Step four, this is where I need you to write this down. I want you to write down, I am the expert on my own life. I trust my own decisions. I have the right and the ability to create my life exactly the way that I want it. God's judgment is in, or the universe's judgment is in, and I am not guilty. You are not your past. You are your next decision. You are not your mistakes. You are what you do with them. Let today be the day that you stop blaming yourself and start backing yourself and recognizing that in each and every moment is the only time that you get the chance to make the next decision. If this spoke to you, please share it with someone who you think it could help. Also, please like this video. I'm obviously just starting this channel. It helps so much more than you can even imagine. And if you're really interested in this kind of talk, definitely hit subscribe. It lets me know to create more of these so that I can bring something of value to you. Other than that, you already know what this channel is about. I'll see you next time.